I hate that camera angle. Game? Why now? Why now? Game? I can't see where I am. Why would you... What the fuck is wrong with this buggy trash game? This run died because game sucks. Epic. Hello? Fuck me, this game sucks. That is unbelievable. Good fucking work, guys. That is the most shit way I've ever seen a run die in Origins. The fucking camera just stopped working. What absolute garbage. So not only are the fucking dynamic, like the fixed camera angles a bad idea, they're also a bad idea that they didn't even fucking make properly. Travis walked in the wrong direction because Climax can't program movement systems. And should not be trusted to do so. You wouldn't have this problem if you made your game tank controls. You just wouldn't. You'd have different problems, but, you know. That's fucking tilting. That run was probably on world record pace and the game fucking scammed me out of it by being just so incompetently constructed. Note to self, do not pass through, like, go around the fire hydrant to minimize the chances of that camera angle being fucking trash. That is unbelievable. That is ridiculous that that is something I have to worry about. Man, that's tilting. Fucking run death to hitherto unforeseen camera bug. What the fuck? Every day with Origins is a new experience where I find something that just doesn't work the way it's supposed to. Grumble, grumble, grumble. So I can get this record. Like, my PB has several seconds worth of weird shit in it. But holy fuck, the game has to hold out for the duration. Like, work with me a little here. Optimal sweep here. I'm trying to get UFO ending record back at least now, I guess, yeah. I don't have any interest in doing bad ending. That category sucks fucking nuts. Kill 100 enemies, but it's subject to, like, origins being, as you have just observed, buggy as tits. So sometimes enemies just don't count properly. And fuck that. Are there 3? Normal, UFO, bad. And those are the 3 categories, respectively. I did it. I menued correctly. I'm a genius.ことを演じてます。はい、ありがとうございます。頑張ります。Blah. Toast, 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 toast. No toast. Toast denied. Good. Bit less good, but sure. Whee! I make a noise like a pig when I fuck that up. So is that a weird thing to say even by my ah! I just make weird noises, okay? I just make weird noises. I'm just the kind of guy who makes weird fucking noises while he does speedruns, okay? I don't think it's really one way or another way. I think I just make weird noises. Will it kill? Yes, it will. Good enough for me. I like that I added 2 shitpost emotes of my face just pulling weird expressions, and now I think I'm just gonna keep those emotes. Those are just my emotes now. Just here to yell at Spooky Man. Well, don't yell at me. I don't like being yelled at. Why don't you yell at some bitch? Don't do that, actually. That's... Honestly, just don't yell at anyone. Just don't yell at people. I'm allowed to yell, but that's because I'm the streamer. But I'm not yelling at anyone. I'm just sort of yelling, just directionlessly, you know? Hey, KK Hoz. Glad you're enjoying the channel. Nice to hear it. I'm just here for when I yell bugger off. Do I yell bugger off? Am I a bugger off yeller? Sometimes. -0! Ah! Movement. Long load! A splits in the fucking bin. My favorite. This way you can never tell. Loads don't count for IGT, so that doesn't really matter, but it does make the real-time splits useless. Oh yeah, I was looking at the first published full game Live Alive run yesterday. It is 6 hours and 30 minutes. Outstanding. Got it again. Good. You know what's more? Fucking... About 3 of those 6 hours are spent on the final chapter alone. Just do bad ending, for fuck's sake, man. I'm gonna have to lead by example on this one, I think. Because that last chapter is just such a drag to do normally. So just don't. Just do bad ending, forget about it. Like, do either, like, evil ending or Armageddon ending or something, I don't know. Just anything to not do the last chapter, it just takes too long. Both takes too long and doesn't really seem very fun. Wasn't especially my first run being in, like, 2015. Yeah, see, the thing with me in Silent Hill 3 is that I ran it, like, very sparingly a very long time ago. You know, I did it just to sort of have a run. You know, people were playing Silent Hill 3, so I was like, I can do a run or two, whatever. But I don't think I, like, actually really picked the game up in, like, a serious way, air quotes, until a few years down the line. But yeah, my original runs of that game are in fact old as shit.
Ah! I've always hated you! You and your devil son!
Love to flush toilet in Speed. Bob and Weave. Who's Bob? I don't know. Just some guy. For some reason you enjoy watching speedruns of the shitty Silent Hill games more than the good ones. I guess it's because they're rarer. People don't run Origins that much. So hi, Shug Socks. Origin in particular, I think, is like possibly the least played game in the franchise when it comes to speedruns now. Which is weird to me, because it's definitely not the worst run. How the fuck does Downpour have more runners? Downpour has, like, starts with 8 minutes of nothing. Book of Memories? Okay, actually, you're right, and that is because Book of Memories is so underplayed that I literally forget it's even there. I guess the most underplayed game is the one I literally don't even think about. Oh, did you miss me answering this? Why I don't like the bad ending for this game? Is it a Haunting Ground D type situation or just not a fun category? The condition for the bad ending in this game is that you have to kill 100 enemies in the game. And then finish it. You need to kill over 100 enemies and then finish the run normally. The problem with that is that there is no good way to keep track of your kill count except manually. And Origins suffers the same horse shit that Silent Hill 3 does, where enemies can sometimes just decide not to die. You know how, like, have you ever watched me do Silent Hill 3 UFO ending and get, like, conniptions over enemies just deciding not to die on schedule? Imagine that, but multiplied by 100, and I have no way of knowing if it's happened until the end of the game. That is why I do not like running bad ending. Like, take a dice. Take a dice. And roll it. Every time you roll a 1, fuck you. That is what bad ending is like. So it must be said, not my favorite. What is the condition of Haunting Ground D ending? I don't think I ever, like, got the D ending when I played Haunting Ground. The ending is abuse the dog to the degree you are abandoned? Oh. Right. That's the run where you just spend, like, several minutes kicking a dog. Why did it default to no? Nice and fast. Oh, almost. Well, not good enough. Beating a dog for minutes and feeding him onions and chocolate. Yeah, that sounds bad. That sounds bad. Wait, onions? Should dogs not eat onions? I've never fed a dog onions, but I've never... Is it bad to feed a dog onions? Or is it just that onions are vaguely unpleasant in general? Dogs are allergic to onions. Huh. I didn't know that. Yeah, I was gonna say, I knew chocolate is a thing that dogs shouldn't eat. I didn't know about onions. Because I've never tried to feed a dog onions. Hey, Benjo-Kazooie, thanks for the good luck. Yeah, no, you can feed the dog in Haunting Ground. I got a text message. It's in Japanese. That's interesting. I could not, in fact, read it properly from that angle. Don't put a Himalayan salt lamp in your house if you have a cat. What the fuck does that mean? What are you talking about? You're just saying things! What is a Himalayan salt lamp? Is the salt Himalayan, or is it just a salt lamp from the Himalayas? What's a salt lamp? I don't get this at all. I don't know anything. Cats can lick the lamp too much and get, like, severe salt poisoning. I've never heard of this. You're just saying things. You're just saying things to me. Whee! Do not worry about this split, because I'm not. We had long load, so the real-time split is kaput. It is meaningless. Yeah, the bad ending in Silent Hill Origins is that you kill 100 enemies, and then you finish the game, and then instead of the normal ending happening, it just smash cuts to a scene of Travis, like, waking up strapped to a gurney, and then the butcher dude from earlier in the run puts the butcher helmet on Travis's head and is like, "You were the butcher all along, Travis, because you killed lots of the monsters." Wah! You know, that kind of thing. Wonder what are some categories in the game you never see on a charity marathon from Just What You Have to Do. Has Undertale's, like, kill everyone route been shown in a marathon before? And by a marathon, I mean GDQ. There's a specific struggle with enemy, get flattened by the armor. I think Batake has a run of every single ending in that game. I think Batake-san has done a run of just every single ending type in the struggle within. All endings would include that, but I mean he's like done runs of every individual ending like as a category. Struggle. I think he's definitely got times in some categories for struggle within, at least. It's called, I mean, it's called Ghost Head. Over there in it. I'm pretty sure when I looked at the board, he was the only person who had times for a bunch of the ending types. I mean, the thing about... oh, you never expanded Ghost Head's ending pool, because you're not trying to verify 13 meme. That's, see, like, that's true. I don't blame you for that, because the thing with Ghost Head... The thing with Ghost Head is that the endings are all, like... Fuck. The endings are all pretty similar. You just sort of, like, jump off the ride sooner. I think I am thinking Clock Tower 2. I know Batake's got, like, a bunch of runs for that game. Just held best and short. Okay, fair enough. Okay, but can you expand the leaderboard then, so I can run 13 meme category? Don't actually do that. Alright, where's this guy at? I saw that shit coming from a mile away. It was future sight. I see it! Yeah, I think GDQ has skipped showing the murder everyone route of Undertale runs. Which, like, I get why, but it is also funny to me because it is a very developed run. It's boring? Kind of, yes. I don't disagree, but I wouldn't have thought that'd matter. They've done the sounds footage. Oh, okay then, right, yeah. They only care about that then. They just think the rest of the run is boring.
It's you, Father.
Hence, hang not on my...
Which, like, I don't disagree, I just wouldn't have thought that mattered. Because, like, it's Undertale. You know? Undertale. Let me skip. Yeah, you do punch card glitch, I think. Punch card glitch can skip like fucking anything. Got it clean. Yeah. I talk about mysterious guy that I used to room with, who I no longer talk with, but this is relevant. I used to room with a guy who would submit the genocide category to GDQ every year without fail, and every year he would get pissed off, and it didn't get in. And at some point I was like, you're like 26th place, and your run is 2 years old. That is why you are not getting in. And he didn't talk to me for a week. You try to help someone, and some people just aren't worth it. Like, I'm right, but should I have said it? So I can tell you why this isn't getting in. It's because your time isn't very good and your PB is super out of date. But he was the kind of guy who would just get, like, irate and shut you out if you didn't constantly, like, flatter his ego, so... It's a shame. If you want a big ego, try doing something good. You gotta earn it, buddy. You gotta earn it. Earn the ego. Hey, Bianca. Okay, that worked. Did I stand in the right place? Turning in the wrong direction. Fuck. Enjoy the look. Oh, those guys, yeah. Yeah. I don't know, there was always like sort of a low-level resentment I got off that guy because I was actually like remarkably consistent at getting into events and he was not. And like, it's very obvious to me, especially now, why that was the case. He never wanted to hear it. It's not like I was like trying to rub it in. I was like, you know, like I can't explain why this is the case. Like there's a reason for this. Yeah, every time when a submission period came around and he didn't get in, he would sulk for, like, days that became weeks about it. Like full on, like, actually quite down and depressed about it. And, like, okay, sure, getting rejected, you know, doesn't feel great, blah, you know, it's like, when I get rejected, I'm just like, I've got a pretty good attitude about it at this point, because I've been in, like, 7 times, so rejection to me is like, alright, whatever, try again next time. Can't win them all. But he'd be, like, crushed by it. I'm just like, this feels like an overreaction on your part, like... Some people really just don't want to hear it, though. And there's no helping people who don't want to hear it. Hey, Shane. Like, I remember at GDQ one time, I was just talking to people, you know, like, making friends, weirdly enough. And I'm going to their hotel room, and they showed me a run. They showed me a run of a game that they were doing. It was pretty cool. I liked what I saw of it. They showed me, like, 20 minutes of a run. I was like, this is pretty cool. It's got some neat tech here. And then they asked me, you know, like, you know, how about this as, like, a marathon thing? Like, they were soliciting my guidance, basically. And I was like, how long is it? And they said, 2.5 hours. And I immediately made a sharp inhale of air through my teeth. Like, way too loudly. To the point where there was no, like, I couldn't talk around it at that point. I had given away my opinion immediately. Like, straight off the gut. I just went, I did that. And then I went on to explain, I was like, 2.5 hours is almost certainly too long for this. And the guy kind of like, I don't want to say he like whined, but he kind of whined. He then went, well, Pokemon can get 2.5 hours. And I was like, yeah, but this isn't Pokemon. You are not Pokemon. Because he was like a friendly and nice guy, but just like the sense for marathon submissions is very difficult to talk through. I'm dead. Oh, ooh, I got away with it. Way. I was about to say I'm dead. No, I just thought I was gonna get counter hit. See, the problem is that, like, the problem was that normally when people are like, how do you feel about this as a marathon? Sometimes very often I just kind of get that, yeah, it seems pretty cool, you know, like, blah, 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 when it's like a reasonable length, blah, 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 and I just like, yeah, it seems pretty cool, you know, like, give it a try. Because a lot of the time that really is how I feel. It's like, this is basically okay, why not give it a try? You know, I feel like there's no reason not to. But it's the fact that when this guy asked me, I was like, how long is it? And he told me, and I immediately, like, gave away my opinion with the sharp inhalation. I was like, shit, I can't just, like, give a platitude and leave. Now I have to actually explain that. So I opted for real talk. It didn't fucking pan out. So that was a gut reaction on my part. I heard the length and like immediately just reacted that way. Because I was like, that was how I actually felt. And I was like, fuck, now I have to actually explain that reaction. I felt kind of bad about it, I will not lie. Like, not bad enough to the point where I don't tell people this story, because I think it's really funny, but... I'm sorry, dude, I like the run. I did like what you showed me, but fuck me, 2.5 hours is just too long. See, matters. I mean, it's, again, like, trying to be, like, brutal and real. But giving an honest opinion sometimes it's just not what people are looking for. And sometimes I'm wrong. Moreover. Like, I've got pretty good intuition for these sorts of things, but I'm not personally, like, 100%, like, accurate. Like, I remember the 3-hour Alien Isolation speedrun that got in a couple years back or something. I would never have signed off on that. I would never have predicted that. I would have taken one look at that and I've been, that shit's too long. 3 hours is too fucking long for Alien Isolation. But they got it in. Fair enough. Like, you got it, man. You nailed it. I didn't nail it. I would have gotten that wrong. I would not have put money on Alien Isolation getting in, but fair play. He went for it, and he got it. That is not a bet I would have taken. But he did take that bet. And he won. So? So you submit Shenmue and expect it to get rejected every time. Shenmue is definitely too long. I like the vibe, though. It's, like, nice to have on. But I never see GDQ taking it in lieu of one of their, like, RPG type time space fillers instead, you know? I mean, I'm sure you know this. You don't need me to tell you that sort of thing. See, Yakuza's popularity has expanded a lot, is the thing. So the fact that Yakuza games can get in now is a change, because it was not to be before. Like, before Froob, I probably would have, like, if someone said, you know, I'm trying to get Yakuza in, I would have gone probably too long, dude. Although, there are some actually fairly short Yakuza runs now. So maybe my my perception of the series is outdated. I definitely think Froob is single-handedly responsible for, like, the Yakuza boom in speedrunning. With its wider acceptance into marathons is basically because, like, GDQ took a chance on it once with him and he fucking killed it. Oh, help. What did I do with my splits? I have no idea. 26:43. Murdered it. Record. See you later. I'm out. Bye!